Yo, what is up, bros? We are back with the Ultimate Artillery General Tournament. Our next matchup sees number 1 seed Kluge taking on number 6 seed Leeb. Let's check them out. Alright, we got Kluge. So, obviously, 6 stars in Artillery. Brogott's Artillery Tactic Expert. When commanding artillery units to attack, ignore enemy units 100% of their defense. Then we got the Hold Fast, which doesn't really matter in the tournament part. Artillery Leader, Accuracy, and Explosives. And then we got our boy Leeb, only 5 stars. Has Artillery Leader, and does have Plane Fighting, has Rumor, has Accuracy. Obviously, it's going to be a godforsaken bloodbath. Kluge is absolutely going to obliterate Leeb. What I'm curious about, though, is where Kluge places in the generals we've already tested. But real quick, before we get into that, I gotta give a shout out, boom, to the member bros, with a special shout out to our Field Marshals, Tricky3452, World War II killed German and DN, along with all you other colonels and privates. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's get to testing. Alright, bros, Kluge's first hit. Remember, on those city hits, he really needs to sack the damage with that explosive perk to stay up with. I mean, shit, De Gaulle has 12,000. He's 1. Zhukov is 2 at 11,000. Govorov is 3 at almost just shy of 10,000. Konev is at 9,000. Placed 4. Bradley's placed 5 at 8,000. Man, I don't know. I think he's going to be... Man, I'm not sure. It just depends on this perk. I haven't really paid attention to it. Maybe in the 10s, which would put him like 3rd. But I mean, he doesn't have Inspiration. And he doesn't have Inferior Victory. Wasted perk as far as damage goes. Man, I don't know. He might do 9. What I can say for sure is he's not going to get ahead of De Gaulle, and he's not going to get ahead of Zhukov. There's no shot. Hold on. Was that 573? Was that the mat? I think... Actually, you know what? It was 1 damage below Govorov's. He had 574. I don't know. That was a good showing. That perk may be more powerful than I gave it credit for. This is where he needs to stack damage. City hits. I mean... Just looking real quick, that keeps him on par with Govorov and De Gaulle, actually. Yeah, so far he's doing better than I thought. And... with lots of city hits incoming. I think he's gonna be a lot better than I just gave him credit for. From the HIMARS. Nice. Remember, not every general, even good ones, take that out. Some of the good ones that you would think would take it out left it with just like probably 20, 10 health. This is a good test for him right here, this hit. That perk should really help him out on this Romanian bro. 298. 298 is 30 less than Govorov, but better than pretty much everybody else. Yeah, that was better than Zhukov. Actually, that obviously wasn't better than De Gaulle. He got to go off twice. And actually Bradley did a little bit better as well. Alright, dildo launcher attack. I think that was good damage there. Our next HIMARS attack. Remember, the best generals take these 2 bros out. Or at least one of them. Oh, that was a... Yeah, that was a big hit. That was a massive hit. All right, let's wrap it up. I'm still saying he's a solid third for sure. But he could it could surprise me. He definitely not first. Man, definitely not first. Yeah, probably gonna be third. With 10 somewhere in the 10,000s. That's my random guess. And of course, Leeb, I don't know if I mentioned this. He right now is ranked 12th and 6,890 damage. So for Leeb, this is pretty much, can he move up in the rankings? Can he overtake, let's see, Bruchminati? He was 200 damage behind him. This is not going to be a very strong hit. Actually, that was decent. I mean, Bro is going to be nowhere near Kluge, but I could see him moving up one. I think Leeb has done pretty good for a non-damage perk and then a tile perk. He has definitely held his own. I mean, especially in those group of generals that only have 5 stars, 4 perks. Alright, Leeb will be lucky if he breaks 200 on this guy. He did break it. Dildo launcher attack. Nice, and the Heimars. Alright, Leeb, can you beat your all-time best? I guess I do average them though if they have multiple attacks. So you'd have to do a significant amount of damage to move him up. But we could see how he rates with just, you know, whichever round he did the most damage in. Alright, Leeb, you got 2 final attacks to make a big difference here. I don't think Leeb moves up at all. I'm still confident about my Kluge 10k-ish third place overall so far. Alright bros, the results are in as expected. Kluge won every round, did 9,870 damage. That was less than I thought. I thought he'd be in the 10s. He did do 3,151 more damage than Leeb. Averaged 315 more damage per hit. And had a max hit of 767 more. So where does that put Kluge and Leeb's second attack? That moves Kluge into 4th place. He was 108 damage back from Govarov. You know, and he'll get another round to attack, so will Govarov. He could flip Govarov. Maybe that was a really good match for Govarov and a poor match for Kluge. Who knows? Leeb did less damage than last time. His second group of attacks stayed the exact same position, 13th. Bros, let's update the bracket. So Kluge moves on, defeating Leeb. Up next for Kluge will be Bradley. Over to the right side of the bracket, we have number 2 rank Sokolovsky versus number 3rd rank Eichelberger. We also have 1st rank Brook versus 4th ranked Weidling. So let's do a quick preview here. Sokolovsky, 6-star artillery ability. Bro has nuclear warfare expert, damage caused by nuclear bombs plus 65%. Obviously won't play a factor in this tournament, but when it comes time for the final rankings, this is going to weigh pretty damn heavy. We have strategic attack. After commanding a unit to attack, if the target is not annihilated, there is a 100% chance that a tracking mark will be added to the target. Targets with the tracking mark receive 20% more damage, lasts 1 turn. Yeah, we'll have to, you know, final rankings account for that as well. Bro has artillery leader, Bro has accuracy, and artillery armor. Obviously defense 100% when commanding artillery units. Look, he's not going to do much damage in the tournament, but this is going to go a long way in the final rankings. Of course, we've got Eichelberger, who has attack guidance, 100% chance that one of the inactive artillery units around will join the attack. We'll have to account for that in the tournament. Whereas amphibious warfare, mobility +5 when commanding land units on the board. Crap. Artillery leader, accuracy, and another crapper perk. It's going to be the, I mean, really. Obviously, Eichelberger is going to win because of that, but they, you know, these two crapper perks and Sokolovsky's 2 perks won't count. So it'll be, actually, and this one's wasted for the damage output. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Bros, if you're enjoying this content, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so make it for next upload. Peace.